Is it too late? Is it too late? Is it too late to learn how to play Fortnite? Well, we're going to find out. So let's just roll that intro. Guys, what is up? What is up? What is up? So normally you watch videos like this coming from guys who have been playing Fortnite for years. They are seasoned players. They are, intermediate, sometimes even pro level players. And, they're giving you instructions. Is it too late to play Fortnite? And coming from them, you're watching them and you're like, to them it's easy because they've been playing for years. They don't even look. Their fingers are already trained. So we are coming from the whole other side of this. I am not a good Fortnite player. I am going to learn how to play Fortnite. And this is going to be good for you guys as well because you guys will grow with me. If I can grow, you can grow to become a better player. My wife tells me I'm too old to do this. She says, when you were younger, and gaming just became natural, but now it's not as natural and you have to work at it. So you know what? What I say if we need to work at it, we'll work at it. So you guys are going to grow with me. If you guys are new players, that's awesome. Let's see if we can do this together. If you guys are seasoned players, definitely leave tips down below in the comments to help us new players out. And here's the deal. I don't know how to build. I've never built in game. So a week ago, I said, you know what? I am going to learn how to play a Fortnite. I want to become a better player. I want to enjoy the game. In order to enjoy Fortnite and to become a better player, there's no way around it. You have to learn how to build. Anytime we're in game, if somebody builds, I'm completely, without a doubt, they'll kill me. I can't kill someone who is a builder. They always get higher ground. They're always able to protect themselves with their builds, and it's just, I know I'm done at that point. So a week ago, I started scouring for trainings and settings, and I'm gonna show you where I've come from within a week. And again, I haven't been able to build a week ago. So what you see today is just from a week's worth of work, a couple hours of grinding. So you'll see where I'm at. I'll show you the steps that I've taken, what I've learned. I am learning controller. We have a bunch of different consoles. I am actually playing this on PC though, but because we have so many different consoles, I'm always switching between, what's available, who's playing what. So the quickest thing is always to pick up a controller. So this is going to be for, I'm going to be learning how to play Fortnite through a controller. So I'm going to show you the settings I'm using for my controller that you might want to change to help you up a little bit. So first things first, what you want to do is come into your settings menu here, and for building, put turbo building on and confirm edit on release. Turbo building, you can actually just hold down the button and it'll keep building for you. So you don't have to keep clicking the trigger to build something. And confirm edit on release is after you do your edit, you just remove your finger from the button and it will do your edit for you. And we'll get into edits and stuff. I think edits is definitely going to be a couple steps down the line. Editing is a whole nother ball game. Then what you want to do is go into your controller settings. And again, these are settings that are working for me. I might be able, I might tweak them as I become better. But right now I have build mode sensitivity multiplier on 1.4 and edit mode sensitivity multiplier on 1.4. So this is how quickly you move around while you're building and editing. If you're moving around too fast, slow this down a little bit. If you want to speed up, I see players about 1.9 that are actually seasoned players, what they have this setting on. So I settled on a 1.4 right now. So it's kind of a little slower. I'm able to move around a little bit easier. I'm not ready to speed it up yet, but I already did speed it up from the actual default. So we are a little speedier, but not too fast. Turn on advanced options. Look horizontal speed. I am at 30% vertical speed. So this is just when you're spinning around. This is not when you're trying to aim your weapon. So this is not for building either. So it's just when you want to spin around and move around and look up and down. I have this on 30%. You can move this a little slower. If it's too slow and someone's behind you, it's going to take you a really long time to spin around to actually see them. So you don't want it too slow. If it's too fast, it just might be too crazy for you. So I think I've seen people go up to 48% or something like that. But I have this on 30%. I don't want to be too fast yet. I don't want to be too slow. So I kind of settled on 30% for now. Again, these are all tweakable to your likings. But I'm just giving you a little bit overview of what they actually do. This is the adds look horizontal speed. So this is how quickly you rotate while you're aiming. So when you hit that trigger and you zoom in, so this is going to help you with your aiming. And this is definitely helpful when you're using a controller. It will slow down so you can actually pinpoint your enemy and you can move without it going really fast back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So you can actually follow someone, you can target someone much easier, and it's not too fast. And this is only when you're in aiming. So we have horizontal and vertical at 8%. We do have the horizontal boost and vertical boost at 0, and also for the advanced look sensitivity, we also have that boost at 0 and 0. These are numbers you can play around with after, but right now I have these on 0. We are on exponential look input curve. This is just a setting that I've been looking at from people, and I think most of them have been recommending exponential. I haven't tried linear, so I can't tell you the difference between the two. We also change the left stick dead zone and right stick dead zone. I have them both at 8%. So these are the settings that I'm using. These are the settings that I'm trying to learn with. And again, you can tweak them to your liking. So your vertical speed turning and your horizontal speed is how quickly you turn like this. This is without aiming. So, this was at 30%, I believe. If you want to spin faster, like I said, I've seen it up to 48%. Same with up and down, up and down. If this is too slow for you, raise it. If it's too fast for you, slow it down. If you slow it down too much and you need to turn, you're not going to be able to turn quickly enough, and people are going to be taking you out. So then the ads look vertical and horizontal is when we're actually zooming in. Now you'll see how much slower it is now because we're at 8%. So that's how quickly we are turning at 8%. Now, of course, you're not going to hold your gun like this and aim and try to spin around all the way behind you. So you don't need that quick turn. This is when you're coming in, you're trying to aim at someone, and what it's going to do is going to help you aim yourself. And you can move this. You can see how much more control we have of the weapon when we move it around if you want to aim it. If it was too fast and you're going to be like this, and you're going to, you don't want to be this fast when you're trying to aim at someone when you're actually zoomed in. So that's why it's definitely helpful. You can definitely follow someone. You can pinpoint someone much better, and that will definitely help you out. My aim has improved a lot. Just the ads look at 8% and being able to slow down has improved my aiming so much better. We're going to get into builds now. And this is where we got to raise our game up, and I'm going to show you things that I've been learning so far. So the first thing we're going to do when we're going to go to build is we're going to hit, this is a B button on your Microsoft controller or computer controller. It will be circle on PlayStation. So what you do is you'll pull out your build. It'll show you where your build will go. So when you move around, depending on how far you look, how close you look, it will show you where your build will be placed. We didn't put anything out yet. So it's just showing you where the last thing that we had built. So that's why it's showing you the dome right here. But if we click on a ramp, we're going to build a ramp. So it's going to build the ramp right there. It didn't show us where the ramp was going to be built yet because we were showing us the dome. But if we move now, it's going to show us our last item that we built. So we're looking at the ramp, and the ramp is going to probably be one of the, let's do the ramp first. So this is a ramp, and this is if you want to get to higher ground. So all we need to do, because we turned turbo building on, and we're going to just do a basic ramp and run up, and then we'll try to, we'll show you disadvantages and advantages of just doing it like this, and then some ways we can improve to make it a better ramp where people won't be able to drop us and take us down quicker. So just hold down your L2 trigger button for a ramp. And if you just keep it down, just keep your finger on it. And if you just keep running up the ramp with your finger down on that trigger, it will just keep making a ramp for you. You have nothing to worry about. You can just keep running up and running up and running up. Now just note, just the board we're on will give us unlimited builds and wood. But if you are actually in game, you need to actually chop down wood to get your build. So be careful how much things you build, because you will run out of wood and you won't be able to actually build. So this was just a straight up ramp, right? So it got us to high ground, which is fine. We didn't protect us in any other way besides this ramp. So another player with something like this can easily take you down by just shooting out this bottom piece right there, and it will drop you down all the way up top. But again, this is just basic building. It will get you up. It will get you to move. It will show you how to do a ramp. The next step with the ramp is what we're going to do. We're going to take out our build by clicking the B button. And this is going to be a ramp. And then we're going to do a wall. But we're going to do a wall under the ramp. And it's going to give us a little extra protection where they can't shoot you down so quickly. And guys, do this really slow. And again, I am still learning, so this is still a learning process for me. This is only like a week in a building. I've never built before this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to build a ramp and a wall, and this is going to protect us a little better. So we got a ramp, and then we're gonna build a wall. Now a wall is the right 2 button, and we're gonna throw it as we're getting up the ramp. And you can see, and we'll jump off here to show you. We now have a wall here protecting our ramp. So if they're over here, they would need to shoot down that wall first and then shoot down the ramp. So you're getting a little double protection there. And the way this is going to happen is as you keep running up, we are then going to throw a ramp, and you can run up really slow. Again, guys, this is only within a week of me practicing. I would say I put in probably a few hours of practice, and this is where I went from like no building skill to where I am now with just in a week. So we're going to run up. We're then going to build a wall as we're running up. As we get really close to the top, you're going to throw that next ramp up. Throw the wall, throw the ramp, throw the wall. And as you can see, I'm trying to do it slow. You can take it from there. So we're going to build up a ramp. As we're running up, build a wall. And it's going to show you the wall here because it's the last thing that you put down. So don't let that confuse you, because you're going to think you're going to build a wall in front of you, but you're going to throw the ramp here. So when you get to the top, you're going to throw the ramp. We're going to get on here. We're going to throw the wall. When you see the wall, throw a ramp. Wall, ramp, wall, ramp. And then I'll show you what it looks like. We'll take that from the bottom, and I'll show you what it looks like a little quicker. The thing you want to do is make sure you don't throw the ramp too soon. So you're going to throw that ramp when you get towards the top, throw that next ramp, and then throw the wall. Then wait, throw that ramp. And this is what it's going to look like when you get a little bit faster. It kind of just becomes like a pattern. Wall, ramp, 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 wall, ramp. Now you can see it can get confusing because you see that wall coming in front of you and you think you're going to throw a wall, but we actually throw a ramp. And now I'll just do it a little bit slower now. So we got wall, see the wall, throw a ramp, wall, 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 ramp, wall. See, I threw the wall a little too soon. I didn't throw the ramp out, so then the wall jumped me there. What happens is you don't throw. You think you threw the ramp out, but you didn't because you aren't high up enough. So the ramp never threw, and then you go to switch to the wall, and that's why the wall blocks you. So you want to make sure you're kind of throwing the ramp as you get really close to the top. That's when you want to throw the next ramp. If you throw in the ramp here, the problem is you're not going to throw a ramp because you're not high enough, and then you click wall, and you're going to block yourself with the wall right there. So here, if your player is now over here, they can't just shoot you down from the bottom. They need to first break that wall and then break that wall. So it gives you a little bit more protection. And then the next step, and this is something I'm not good at all, you're going to do ramp, floor, wall. And I think you can do it in either order. You can either do it in ramp, floor, wall, or ramp, wall, floor. It's just something you need to practice. I'm not good at it. I will show it to you in slow motion. I am not fast at this yet. But basically, you have your ramp, and you're going to throw. Now, the floor is going to be R1. So we're going to have R1, R2, and L2. So we're incorporating our ramp, we're incorporating our floor, we're incorporating our wall. So right now we have our ramp. We're going to throw our floor, which is R1. We're going to throw our wall. We're going to run up, and we're going to throw our ramp again. We're going to then throw floor, wall, ramp. Right? So we got floor, wall, ramp. I didn't throw out my ramp quick enough. So we got ramp. So we're going to go. We already got the floor, so we'll throw the wall. We got ramp, floor, wall, ramp, floor, wall, ramp, floor, wall. It's really hard. That's why I recommend, this is something you gotta practice really slowly. All right, so let's try that again really slow. We're gonna throw out our ramp. We're gonna kind of look straight. If you look too high, I think it's gonna be bad. So we want to kind of look straight. We want to make sure we're on our ramp. We're gonna throw a floor, wall, ramp, floor, wall, ramp. See, I didn't throw the ramp out on time. So we got ramp. And don't get discouraged, guys. You got to just keep like with anything, and this is why I'm going to prove my wife wrong. She thinks it's an age thing. I just think it's just, I think maybe as you get older, you just have to work harder for things, but it doesn't mean that you can't do it. I think when, you know, the younger you are, you just pick up things and kids just, younger kids, you know, younger people just stop playing it. You know, as you get older, things just don't come as natural. So you need to work a little harder. That doesn't mean you can't do it. And even for younger players who are having trouble, you know, this, you still need to practice. There's no way around practicing. You know, people that we're watching now, you just have to think that they've been playing for years already, most of these players that you're watching. So you just think they picked up their controller and you became this great Fortnite player. But they've been playing for years. They didn't start out that good. They started out slowly like everyone else. We're just starting out, you know, we're just starting out late in the game. So we have that disadvantage because players are already, you know, their game is there already. So that's very discouraging. If you started in the beginning, you know, you were learning with everybody else. You didn't feel so bad. So let's do this again. We're going to throw out our ramp, floor, wall, 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 ramp, floor, wall. Now, obviously, the thing is to get this to go fast. I'm not good at this. I can't get this fast. I think the biggest thing, again, is make sure you throw out your ramp when you're at the top. If you throw out your ramp when you're not at the top, your ramp doesn't throw, and then you end up putting, you know, either a floor or a wall in front of you. And I think that's the struggle. But just be easy on your joystick. You know, take it slow, and you can obviously run up as slow as you want. You can, you know, run up as fast as you want. You just keep messing with the speed, and then just over time, you just keep getting faster. But right now, you know, I'm doing this slow. We're going to throw out a ramp, wall, floor. See, I did it backwards. I said one thing, and I did something else. But we're going to throw out ramp, floor, wall. Messed it up again, and that's okay. Just don't get discouraged. Just keep going. We're going to throw out a ramp. I'm going to slow it down because I'm messing up. Floor, wall. Ramp, floor, wall, ramp, floor, wall, ramp, floor, wall, ramp, floor, wall. So there you go. I got a little quicker at the end. So, and what this is going to do when we look down from the bottom, now we have much better protection. They have to shoot a wall. They have to shoot like a floor. And we have much better protection for us over here. Where originally we started with just the ramp. So it was one shot. Then it was just, you know, then it was just a wall. Now we have a floor and a wall and a ramp and everything. So I know this is how a lot of your better players will build up, and it's just something you need to get good at. So we're going to move on. We're going to move on because we're going to have a couple things to practice. Something really simple is you definitely want to be able to throw out 4 walls and a roof. So if you look down, and you can see here where, you know, as long as you look straight down, you will throw out a box. Your wall's right around you. If you look out too far, you might end up throwing stuff too far out. So make sure you're always looking down, and to throw out the 4 walls around you. This is good for protection if you want to, you know, take health or take some shield and you want to give yourself a little bit of protection. Just hold down your wall button, which is R2. Just hold it down and just do a quick spin around. And here you got 4 walls. You just held your finger down, and we got 4 walls. If you look up and you want to build yourself a ceiling, you can either hit R1 or L1. R1 will give you a flat ceiling. And if you want a dome ceiling, you can just hit R2. It'll give you like a dome on top of you. So that's just an easy 4 walls and a ceiling. Then you're in here, you know, you can take your health. It gives you a little bit of time before someone can get in and kill you. Let's get out of here. Next thing, after we practice that, and again, don't get discouraged. It's going to take time. I literally, the first like hour or two, I couldn't even build up a ramp and keep going. The wall ramp took me a couple more hours. And literally, I just the ramp wall, it was like ramp, and I seriously just did it like this slow, and I just kept going, just wall ramp. I just kept doing it that slow, wall ramp. Just until you get the feeling of, you know, when you need to put things out. And then eventually, you know, after a couple hours, you'll just be doing this. And, you know, it's one thing when you see like a pro player and stuff do it, and it's like, well, of course, you know, it's easy for you, but it's not easy for me. I've been practicing. So this is definitely not coming easy. I'm still not ready to use it in battle yet, But, you know, I'm just going to keep coming here. I'm going to keep practicing until I'm comfortable using it in battle where my fingers just naturally, you know, go to what I need it to do. So if you see a ramp sideways like this and you're like, uh-oh, how am I going to build it? It's sideways. It just means you push down on your right joystick while you are building. If you just push down on it, it actually rotates your builds. So you just want to straighten it out and then do it. So if you push down on your joystick, it will rotate your builds, which is important for ramps because if you're up top somewhere and you want to come down, if you rotate it like that, you will be able to actually use your ramps to come down from wherever height you're up to. I think this is a good spot where we can stop right now. I think we covered enough to practice. Just a little proof to show, you know, it's possible to start from 0 and, you know, start getting some building skill level down. You know, and again, this was just within a week. Last week, I was not able to build a thing. And, you know, this is where I'm at now. Leave a comment below. Thumb up the video. We're going to come back. We're going to do the next one. So the next one is really an important building skill. And it's called 90s. And that was the latest thing that I've learned how to do. And I've actually thought I would never in my life be able to do a 90s. And I'm telling you, after a couple hours, I can actually get up and build 90s. So let me show you what a 90s looks like. And then we'll actually cover it in a lot of detail, you know, slowing everything down for you. But this is just to show you that it's actually something that's going to be achievable for you as well. And this is one of the most important building techniques you're going to need to learn. So this is just a little quick view of what 90s are right here. You know, and I'm telling you, when you do this slow, you'll get the hang of it. It's nothing crazy. It might look crazy right now, but a couple hours in and you'll be doing it like this. And again, I am still not great at it, but that is it. We'll learn that in the next video. If you guys, you know, want to follow along and keep this series going, as going from a zero player, a noob to being able to hang it. Again, my goal here is to be able to become a halfway, maybe quarter way decent player by the end of chapter 3 season 1, and hopefully you guys will be learning with me, coming along with me, and we'll all learn this together, because, you know, we're going to take it slow. We're gonna then, you know, we'll actually be in game. I'll be playing with my son, who is a really good builder. We'll be going over how to edit as well. Editing is very important, but that I think editing is much harder. So we'll save that to the end. I'm definitely not good at editing. I haven't practicing my editing skills yet. And when I say editing, if you're not sure what that even means, so let's just put a wall here. So editing is being able to edit parts of your build. So like here, we can just go down and we can actually make a door. So we can do something like that. We can then reset our edit back to that. And we can also, there's different edits. So you do something like that. And you see I messed it up. And then we can do something like that. And then we, you know, remove part of our wall. So that's editing. And we'll get into that later on. Like I said, I haven't been practicing editing. Not good. I just understand the concept. All right, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I try to cover things. This is kind of going to be a confidence builder for everyone that's learning this game. I think we can do it. Anyone else out there, guys, leave it in the comments. Let me know. You know, let me know if this has helped you out. Definitely practice. Let me know if you practice, if you've gotten better, what level you're starting at. For you players who are more advanced, you know, leave tips down there for us beginners. You know, if I covered things wrong or there's easier ways to do things that I've shown, definitely leave them in the comments. I'll cover it in future videos. You know, definitely any help you guys can offer. But guys, click that thumbs up button, you know, subscribe, click the notification bell, and we got lots of cool stuff coming up. You know, thanks for watching. Hopefully this helped you out, guys. See you later. We out of here. Peace.